Did you know that the Nazis offered a bounty for Albert Einstein's assassination? In this short video, we will be talking about the true meaning of Nazism, its origin, its beliefs, how they projected this belief to the population, and its effect on the world today. But before we go into that, if you are yet to subscribe to this channel, kindly do so right now and turn on the notification bell so you won't miss out on all the insightful stuff we are bringing you. What is Nazism? Nazism, officially known as National Socialism, is a practices and political ideology associated with Adolf Hitler and the Nazi Party in Nazi Germany. The term National Socialism arose from the attempt to create a nationalist redefinition of socialism as the best alternative to free market capitalism and Marxist International Socialism. This new ideology rejected the Marxist concept of class conflict and universal equality. Instead, they believed in the supremacy of their political interests over personal interests. Nazism is a form of fascism with outright hatred for liberal democracy and the parliamentary system. It was often referred to as Hitlerism during the rise of Hitler to power. How did Nazism come about? As earlier mentioned, Nazism is the political and economic ideology of the Nazi Party in Germany. The Nazi Party, also known as the National Socialist German Workers' Party, is a political party that believed in the National Socialism movement. The party came to power in Germany under the leadership of Adolf Hitler in 1933. It was governed by a totalitarian method until 1945. This party was initially formed by Anton Drexler, a Munich locksmith, as the German Workers' Party in 1919. That same year, Hitler attended one of the meetings. Before long, his zeal and oratorical skills enabled him to become the party leader, which was later renamed the National Socialist German Workers' Party in 1920. After Hitler became the party leader, he formulated a 25-point program that became the permanent basis of operation for the party. Amongst many other things, this program called for the German abandonment of the Treaty of Versailles and the expansion of German territory. More on this later in the video. What are the beliefs of Nazism? Let's take a closer look at these ideologies one after the other. Political ideology. The Nazis' political ideology is a nationalist ideology. This means that the Nazis believed in the ideals of a great and powerful German nation and believed Germany to be a superior country to others in many ways. This political ideology led the Nazis to reject internationalism and all the terms/agreements that came with the Treaty of Versailles. So they made it their political goal to abolish the Treaty of Versailles and look inward to their own national interests. Because the Nazi Party was totally against democracy, their political ideology became centered on Hitler as a sovereign leader and source of power. This ideology is called Führerprinzip by historians. The Führer, in this case Hitler, was a cornerstone of the Nazis' political system. Another critical aspect of the Nazi political ideology is their aggressive foreign policy. They believed in looking inward rather than accepting international help. Hence, they pulled out of as many international agreements as possible and only signed treaties with the nations they needed to protect the national interest, or that will strategically place them on the winning side in the war Hitler was planning. An example of this kind of treaty is the Rome-Berlin Axis Pact with Italy in 1936. Economic ideology. The economic ideology of the Nazi is known by a term called autarky. Autarky is the belief that the Nazi nation should be entirely self-sufficient economically. They dreamed of being so self-sufficient that they won't have to depend on other nations to develop their economy. This is the economic version of their political ideology of supremacy and self-sufficiency. Military ideology. This ideology falls under a German word called Lebensraum, which translates to something like living space. This refers to the Nazi belief that the German nation and the Aryan race needed to expand their territory in order to exercise their superiority and fulfill their destiny. Hence, the Nazi military ideology was to take over other nations' territory and incorporate it into their government. A clear example of this military ideology is Anschluss, 1938, where the Nazis annexed Austria and incorporated the whole country into Nazi Germany. Social ideology. The Nazis' social ideology was based on their views and perspective of race. They believed that the Aryan race is the most evolved and most superior of all races, of which the Jewish race scored very low on the scale. This belief was backed up by the scientific research of Darwin called social Darwinism. This led to the extermination of other races seen as inferior to the Aryan race and also led to the bounty offered for Albert Einstein's assassination. And this brings us to the end of this short expository video. If you enjoyed watching this insightful video, be sure to leave a like and drop your reviews in the comments section. Also, subscribe to this YouTube channel and turn on the post notification. We've got tons of exciting videos like this for your education and entertainment. Until next time, see you.